Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to peel back the wrapper, slice right into the stories you never ever knew were on your menu. No, really. Think about it for a second. What if that slice of pizza you're about to eat or that bar of chocolate has a totally hidden past? A story packed with twists and turns and just unbelievable characters. Yeah, let's dive right in.
So, here's the thing. We're going to explore this idea that the foods we think of as, the most ordinary, they're often the most extraordinary. Seriously, they're way more than just fuel. They're basically artifacts of history.
I mean, sure, you know what a tomato tastes like, right? You know that feeling when chocolate just melts in your mouth? But do you really know its story? Do you have any idea the journey it took to get to you? That is where things get really, really interesting. Okay, so let's get right to it. We're kind of going on an expedition here to uncover the secret lives of the food we thought we knew so well. So, what even is a secret history? Well, think of it like this. It's the backstory they never taught you in school. It's the crazy plot twist in the biography of, I don't know, a sandwich. It's that moment you realize something super simple is actually woven from this incredibly complex and fascinating past. And look, we're not talking about some rare exotic truffle that was found by a specially trained pig in a remote forest, okay? No way. We're talking about the heavy hitters, the global superstars of the food world, the stuff you probably have in your kitchen, like right now. And to show you exactly what I mean, we're going to open up 3, let's call them case files. Yeah, think of this like a culinary investigation. We're looking for clues, we're following the leads, and we are going to uncover the truth. All right, first up, a dish that has pretty much conquered the entire planet, pizza. It seems so simple, doesn't it? Dough, sauce, cheese. But oh man, its journey is a total epic. So let's just jump into these questions. First off, was pizza a peasant's meal or a queen's delight? Well, for a very long time, it was strictly food for the poor. In fact, get this, outsiders thought pizza was, and I quote, disgusting, partly because some bakers would knead the dough with their feet. It didn't get its royal seal of approval until 1889, when Italy's Queen Margherita visited Naples. She completely fell in love with a pie that was topped with the colors of the brand new Italian flag. You've got the red tomatoes, the white mozzarella, and the green basil.
Okay, case file number 2, chocolate. I mean, for us, it's all about indulgence, comfort, right? But its origins, way darker, way more bitter, and so much more complex than you can imagine.
Yeah, chocolate was not born as a sweet candy bar. Not even close. It actually started as this sacred bitter drink for Mesoamerican elites, and they'd sometimes spice it up with chili peppers. So how did we get to the solid, sweet treat we all love today? Well, that massive leap happened thanks to a Dutch invention way back in 1828. It was called the cocoa press, and what it did was separate the cocoa butter from the bean. This was the secret, right? This is what allowed for the very first solid chocolate bar to be made, and it changed chocolate's destiny forever. And for our final case file, let's crack open the sushi enigma. Today, we see it as this sophisticated, really artful type of food. But if you could hop in a time machine and go way back, you probably wouldn't even recognize it. Okay, you ready for this? Here's the biggest secret of all. Sushi started out as a way to preserve fish. But the rice, it was never meant to be eaten. I'm serious. For centuries, they'd pack fish in fermenting rice just to keep it from spoiling. And when it was time to eat the fish, they just threw the rice away. Can you believe that? It wasn't until 17th century Japan that a doctor suggested, hey, maybe we should eat the rice too, along with the now fresh fish for the health benefits. And just like that, the dish we know today was born. So, okay, we've opened these case files. We've learned some crazy stuff. But you might be thinking, so what? Why does any of this matter? Well, it matters because understanding these stories fundamentally changes our entire relationship with food. It just gives it this whole new dimension. This right here, this is the shift in perspective I'm talking about. Before, you might have just seen a meal on a plate. But now you can see the story behind it. An ingredient isn't just an ingredient anymore, it's a clue.
It's a key to a much, much bigger narrative. What was once just simple food becomes a real, tangible piece of history that you can actually literally taste. And this quote, it just gets to the heart of it all, doesn't it? When you know the secret history, eating isn't a passive act anymore. It becomes an active experience. You're not just consuming calories. You're connecting with centuries of incredible innovation, migration, and culture. So, what's the big takeaway here? It's this. I want you to become your own culinary detective. The next time you sit down to eat, look at the food on your plate and really ask those questions. Where did this actually come from? Who invented this? What was its incredible journey to get here? And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. Every single dish, every meal has a secret just waiting to be told. So the next time you sit down to eat, don't just taste it, investigate it, because you truly never know what incredible history you're going to find. Thanks for joining me on this one.